Good morning, writers. Do you remember what we talked about yesterday? Yesterday we talked about adding details to people in our drawings. So that means adding things like clothes or shoes, hats, or decorations on shirts. I drew this picture yesterday, and then after our lesson, I added a few more things. I added my dog Lucy over here, and I added, this is me down here. I'm watching them play frisbee, and I'm holding our little pet bunny Bean. Writers often draw things and then come back and add details later. I want you to think about what kind of details we could add to this picture. And while we're thinking, I marked two pictures in our story with no words, Pancakes for Breakfast, that I wanted to draw your attention to. Let's look at this little detail right here. Do you see that the illustrator, and the author in this case, added one little detail to this puppy? Added a little tongue lick right there. That tells you something about how the dog is feeling. When the dog is licking his lips, he's thinking, I would like some of that stuff up there, huh? So that's just a tiny detail in the dog, but it tells us a lot about the story. Now I'm going to show you that same detail somewhere else in the story, and I want you to think about what it tells us. There it is. I see a little tongue right there. Do you see it? The little old lady is pouring milk into a jug, and what is the cat thinking? And how can we tell the cat is thinking that? I think the cat is thinking, milk, I want some. And I think that because I see the kitty's little tongue sticking out. That's why details are so important in your writing. So, let's take a look at my drawing. I still, of course, need to add lots of colors and details, but let's start with just adding details to animals. So let's see, here's my little dog over here. He doesn't really have much of a face, does he? I think I need to add a nose. There we go. And then I can give my dog a mouth. There we go. I can add some paws. If I want my dog to be happy, I can pretend like his tail is wagging like this. I can add things like fur. My dog is brown, so when I get my crayons out, I will color my dog brown. There we go. Ooh, now it's starting to look a little bit more like a dog, don't you think? Getting some fur. Then we need to think about, where is this picture taking place? We're not all just floating in midair, are we? No, I need to add some details to the background of the drawing. Where do you think we would be playing frisbee? Probably at the park or in our backyard, but I can't tell from the picture because it doesn't show me anything. So if we were at the park, what kinds of things would we need? Maybe a tree or a path, maybe some grass. I'm going to make a path right here. And then I can add details to the path or the background that tell us more about it. For instance, this path could be made out of bricks or stones. So I can use the shapes that I've been learning about to add details like that. I could add things like flowers to the path or the background of my picture. I can even add big things so that everyone would know we were outside. Oh look, I'm sitting down here. I had a hard time drawing my cute little bunny, so I made some erases. There's me sitting right down here. Maybe I should be, I'm sitting crisscross applesauce, but maybe I should be sitting on a blanket. Maybe I'll draw a blanket back here behind me. There we go, and I can decorate my blanket. There, now we know I'm sitting on a blanket and not on the grass. And then, Mr. Addington is probably standing on the grass, and I might need a tree right back here. There we go. There, now we can tell we're outside, right? The background is important to give context to the story. It tells us where we are and what people are doing. Now, of course, I have a very important part of my story that I still need to add, right? I need to add some colors. Very important. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that in fast motion, and then we will come back and we will talk about how to label and draw some more details in this picture.